Pakistan is all set to vote tomorrow, and 27 people have been killed because the country saw violent militant strikes just a few hours ago, and this has been happening in the country for a while now. Of course, the economy also is in a state of turmoil, but the country is voting. While there are new players, with their old and new players, old players like Nawaz Sharif, Bilawal, Bhutto, and also Imran Khan. Today we have, apart from Ali, who is my colleague, uh, we have Saeed Elahi Saab with us. And would you like to?
Yeah, Saeed Saab is a very senior politician from Pakistan, and we also tell that he was also a minister of the health ministry. Dr. Saeed Elahi Saab, first of all, we would like to ask that what is the situation right now in the Pakistan, because we have already seen that the conflict between Iran and Pakistan is going on very high. So what is the situation right
First of all, my dear friends, thank you very much for inviting me to your show. And we're always happy to talk with our country journalism and journalists on TV channels, because most of the channels will be a bridge between two countries. So I wish both countries, they develop peace. And if Mr. Nawaz Sharif comes into power, he is always of a view to have a close relation with neighboring countries, especially to normalize relations with India. So this is first thing. And about elections in Pakistan and this region, the elections are always having some violence or fights or other type of things which are normal in South Asia or even in Pakistan. So in Pakistan, 99% areas are basically peaceful, but certain areas, as you mentioned, in Balochistan and KP or Waziristan, which are basically adjacent to Iran and Afghanistan, because Pakistan has a long border with Iran and Afghanistan, roughly 3,500 kilometers for both sides. So the infiltration, penetration, and other problems carry on with Pakistan regarding Iran and Afghanistan, because the conditions in Afghanistan are not good, and same in Iran, because in Iran there is a authoritarian rule, and same is in Afghanistan, because mullahs are ruling Afghanistan. So people from Afghanistan, they want to travel to Pakistan for a better life, comfortable life, jobs, and security. And in Iran, in Iran is difficult for Iranians to come to Pakistan, because they don't allow them to cross the border, because that is a little bit strict border. But even then, 1.5 million Afghans are still living in Pakistan, and roughly 50,000 Iranians are living in Pakistan. So that is the issue with the borders. But normally, the election in 3 to 4 or 5 provinces will go smooth, except small incidents which are part of this. But as you mentioned, the real threat is from terrorism, because you know very well that Pakistani dissident groups like TTP or other groups in Balochistan who are basically operational on borders, normally they attack Pakistanis, installations, buildings, civilians, and armed forces or whatever. So that threat remains active always. So that's why a lot of armed forces, personals, rangers, police have been deployed all over the country to conduct transparent and peaceful elections.
Dr. Elahi, let me ask you, what are the chances for Mr. Nawaz Sharif to come back to power? Because I was watching his last day of campaigning in Murray, and you know the way he said, "I love you too." He seemed extremely confident. At the same time, we also read reports that Imran Khan is also popular, but of course, you know, there are these barriers. But there is Bilawal Bhutto also watching his campaign in Karachi. So clearly, there is as much drama as we see in India. So, how confident is the Muslim League, Pakistan Muslim League, Nawaz, of coming back to power?
I think history of India and Pakistan are same. The leaders, culture, different things are almost same, except few things after partition. But as you mentioned very well, that this is same thing on both sides. India, Pakistan, 3 generations back, some of them were close relatives. Even now in Punjab and other parts, the families are same. And after 3 decades, they just change their names and religions, but traditions and culture remain same. So this is one thing. Other thing is that in Pakistan, as you said, Mr. Nawaz Sharif, he was in Murree, which is a hill station like Shimla, and he likes and loves Murree from childhood. So when he was there, normally he wins all elections from Murree in last 40 years. So I think now there is a very fair chance that his party will give a lead to other parties. People's Party will remain in strong saddle, strong position in Sindh, and they will rule Sindh for next 5 years. But the power base for PMLN is Punjab, which is the largest province, having roughly 60% population of the country. And then is KP. KP was normally stronghold of Mr. Imran Khan, but this time, because there are certain problems, and after 9th May incidents in Pakistan, the PTI is facing problems.
Yes.
So I think they will not be in a position as they were
Right.
before, but certainly the job. But on the other hand, Balochistan, which is a very important province, will have a major lead by PMLN, because 30
Right.
most important and electables from Balochistan have joined PMLN, Mr. Nawaz Sharif party, starting from south to north. So it means from Barkhan district to Kalat district. So 30 important people from Balochistan will be elected for PMLN. So
Okay.
PMLN will have majority in Balochistan and Punjab. It means in 70% areas they'll be in the lead. And rest I've told you before about People's Party and IK and PTI.
But sir, what about Imran Khan's party? Because we keep hearing reports that, of course, there are mistakes that he made. He took on America, he took on military, and of course, military is something that we talk about. We know that Nawaz Sharif's relationship with military has improved significantly, and he seems to be the favorite right now. But tell us, why did the judiciary, the election body, go against so much Imran Khan, and where are these people that belong to his party now? Are they all contesting as independents, and what are the chances of those people winning?
I will tell you the background for just 1 minute, because PTI was a party established by Mr. Imran Khan in 1996. And from 96 to 2018, they never got, in all elections, they got 1 or 2 seats. In 2013, they got 35 seats in National Assembly. But in 2018, they went up to 155. So which was always criticized, that elections were not fair, and few people from agencies, powerful people from army or civil background or agencies background were supporting Imran Khan. So that's why he got a lead. But immediately after 9th May and removal of his government, 225 parliamentarians defected from his party and made a new party. So that was also a record. And then his followers and other people, slowly they changed their loyalties to different other parties.
Okay.
And few people in Pakistan, like I will say the people who are highly educated or the elite class, still supports Mr. Imran Khan. But unfortunately, their ratio is very low, and they'll be not very active in casting votes or campaigning. Or you know very well that when the election itself is an engineering for pre-elections, election day, for a National Assembly seat, you need 1,300 people to be polling agents. So the big parties like PMLN, People's Party, they have their political agents, their background, their bases. But unfortunately, PTI did not develop as a political party. So they could not develop their organization. So on election days,
Right.
they will not be able to bring in the political agents election day. So I think
Right.
this is also a minus point for Imran Khan and his party.
Right. So last question, what is the ramifications for India, sir, if Nawaz Sharif comes back to power? We have seen the bonhomie last time. Do you think that will get repeated, or probably it doesn't make a difference as to who comes to power? India will probably, what do you think is going to happen vis-a-vis India?
I think India is a bigger democracy, and we always, as Pakistani, respect Indian democracy and Indian people who have wisdom for democracy, and they know what to do. And in Pakistan, I told you before that if PMLN and Nawaz Sharif comes in power, it seems that he'll be in power, because the trend, the voting, the support, and the all conditions, they are leading towards his victory. So I think if Mr. Nawaz Sharif comes into power, he is always, it is considered to be having good relations with India. As you know, that whenever he became Prime Minister, he invited Indian Prime Ministers, and they very happily came to Pakistan, and we started good relations. But unfortunately, they were struck down by different other moves in between. I think this time, if Mr. Nawaz Sharif becomes the Prime Minister, he will certainly improve relations with India, because he invited Mr. Modi 4 or 5 years back when he came to Lahore in his house. So I think still the story will start from the same place or same point where it ended.
Right. Thank you, Dr. Elahi, for speaking to us. And
thank you so much, sir, for giving us your valuable time, sir. Thank you.
Thank you very much.